Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. And welcome to the second opposition preview against Southampton in the space of 3 days. As I said last time, this is like the fourth time this season you're playing a team twice in like a week. Liverpool at the start of the season, Newcastle last week, Southampton this time. But I don't know if I'm going to ask Josh about that. Let me introduce him first. Josh, back on the channel again. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm doing all right.
So, do you usually prefer to play a team twice in 4 days? Because I did some research, and back in the days, like in the 60s and the 70s, they used to play like on Saturday they play the home game, and then on Monday they play the away game, and it's done. They go to the next team. Would you really like that, or do you usually prefer playing a team now and then later on in the season?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, no, because I think I've just got used to obviously playing home, and then like what,
Hmm.
3 months later, you play the
Yeah,
away game. But
yeah,
it is a bit odd playing Arsenal twice in a matter of 4 days. I think it'll be a completely different game this time round though, because the team sheet for Arsenal will be, I think, quite different.
yeah.
And we'll be more tired because we played our first team obviously against
Hmm.
you on Saturday and you didn't. So I think it'll be a
Yeah.
completely different game.
Yeah, after a loss, I would prefer facing the same team just to try and make things right. But maybe after a win, you want to like go on to the next opponent, maybe. But yeah, different for everyone else. So Southampton against Arsenal again after 3 days, and it's gonna be there on the first day on Tuesday. There are gonna be 10 midweek fixtures Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But ours is on Tuesday night, a more realistic time. I didn't enjoy that early kickoff. We didn't even get a goal. I never want us to play an early
Hmm.
kickoff again. I prefer the night one. So. Um, let's start. This season in the Premier League, Josh, what have you made of your season so far? Let me put your points total at the bottom right now. So this season, I can see you've won 8 games, you've drawn 5, you've lost 5. You're currently on 29 points, 26 goals scored, 21 conceded, and a goal difference of +5. Is that where you expect it to be this season?
I think it's been a great start, to be honest. We didn't start particularly the best in terms of the first 3 games or so
Mm-hmm.
in the season, but
Yeah.
yeah, we've bounced back from that and we've played really, really well. We've obviously we topped the league. We were first for a few days. I remember about a month or two ago,
Yeah.
but we've since we've had so many injuries, like Vestergaard's been out and Ings has been really unlucky with injuries this season. Um, we've kind of struggled a little bit in terms of scoring the goals. We've kept a lot of clean sheets. We've actually kept 8, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think the second most in the league. But
Yeah.
yeah, we've struggled to score in the last few games, and that's what's kind of hindered us and hindered our form in recent months or so. So that's why we've dropped down to ninth. But obviously, I think our goal right now is to try and finish in the top 10. You never know. Europa is a possibility, but it's
Yeah.
unlikely. It's unlikely at the moment.
So obviously there's a difference between best result and best performance. So we'll start with your best result. I can see this season you managed to beat Liverpool. There's a time you drew 0-0 like 3 games in a row. You managed to
Mm.
to draw with Arsenal last month. You did go away to Brighton and win. Lost to United, but you're talking about the positives here. Beat Newcastle. You drew with Chelsea. So which has been your best result so far, personally?
It's got to be the win against Liverpool. I think I know they were struggling slightly at
Yeah.
the time, but I mean, to beat Liverpool at any time, any stage of a season is brilliant. To be honest.
And was it also your best performance or you have a different best performance this season?
We've had quite a few of good performances. Obviously, you have to be on the top of your game if you are to beat a team like Liverpool. But I think what comes to mind is we beat Everton 2-0
Mm,
when they were top of the table, and it was very, very
yeah.
comfortable. We played. I think that was the best we've played all season, and we didn't really give them a chance at all. Calvert-Lewin barely had any touches in the game, so I think that's our best performance. But our best
You had
result
a
is against Liverpool.
you had a goal disallowed in that game as well, right? To make it 3-0, if I'm
Oh
not wrong,
yeah,
in the first
yeah,
half.
Armstrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did.
Yeah. So it was comfortable for you guys. I remember that game. And let's go to the negatives now, Josh. What was your worst result? Because I can see You lost 3-2 to United. You lost to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Drew with Wolves. Which one lost to City? Which one was your worst performance and worst result?
Well, the thing is, we have a really bad record of starting the season really well, because in the first game of each season we never seem to win.
Yeah.
But I think the worst result has to be at home to Tottenham. We lost 5-2,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Yeah.
could have been even worse, to be honest. It could have been
Yeah.
6-7.
Yeah.
We just crumbled in the second half, to be honest. And to be honest, we might be slightly fortunate even to finish at 5-2, because Spurs had so many opportunities that game. It could have been actually worse. But it wasn't a
And
good performance.
you had the lead in that game as well. I don't know
Yeah,
what went wrong. So
we're known for giving away the leads so often. We did it more last season, but even this season we've given away the leads quite often. Like obviously against United. United are known for coming back, but still I think whoever you're playing against, losing a 2-0 lead is not good enough, especially at home.
it looked so open in that game, though. Like Son was getting through one-on-one so many times. You were playing such a high line. I remember it. So yeah, that I agree with you on
Yeah.
that. So for our game the other day, just a quick FA Cup review. I mean, it did not turn out the way we expected, especially for your lineup. When I saw your lineup, I was like, oh no, these guys actually played us. They went to the whole first team. Did you expect that lineup? Probably not. And that result, how was it for you?
No, honestly, I wasn't really expecting it, because keeping in mind we play you again on Tuesday, so it's a little. I thought it was a little bit risky, especially if we lost, because the fitness levels aren't going to be 100% come tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I guess I can understand it, because we're in a strong position in the league, and then I guess it would be really nice to have a cup from this year, and we have a really good opportunity to do so. So I think it was the right decision, but I expected more. As I said, I expected more youngsters, I think, to play in that game in the FA Cup.
Yeah, so for me, I didn't expect us to get out of that game without even a goal. That was surprising to me. I thought maybe extra time or something, but yeah, you guys won it. We've always had it tough at the St. Mary Stadium. Another start again. We've played you guys 8 times since you were promoted back in 2012 at this at St. Mary's, and we've only won twice. I remember 4-0 thrashing. You thrashed us 4-0 some other time. There's another time you beat us 2-0. Mane and Tadic ran us apart in that game. So you've beat us twice at the Emirates Stadium in the Carabao Cup, or it was called the Carling Cup at that time. So we never enjoy games against Southampton, apart from really few, and Giroud was around in the likes of Sanchez. So I'm hoping for a different game from that. So the next one I wanted to ask you about is your upcoming fixtures. So I'll put it on screen right now. From those fixtures, I can see you're going to play Arsenal next, and then Aston Villa at home, and then United away, and then Newcastle away, and then Wolves at home. So from these 5 fixtures, let me see if I can remember. You drew with Wolves last time. You lost to United. You beat Villa, high scoring game. You drew with Arsenal. How about Newcastle?
We beat Newcastle 2-0 at home.
Okay, so from those next 5 fixtures, how many points are you hoping for?
Oh, I think so. If I go one by one, I think Arsenal will be a tough game. I don't think we'll get anything from that, just because we've got so many injuries and suspensions. I just don't think, and we'll also not be fully fit. Aston Villa at home, I think it's a winnable game. Obviously, Villa have had a really good season so far, and we beat them 4-3. We were actually 4-0 up. We were actually 4-0 up in the game, but I think if we are to get Europe, I think we have to beat Villa, and then United, we're capable of getting a point, and then Newcastle, we have to beat Newcastle, and then Wolves are struggling too, but I can see Wolves getting a point. So I'd say maybe 3 points against Villa, 1 against United, 3 against Newcastle, so that's 7, and then Wolves probably another point, so 8. But I think that's the minimum that we have to get if we are to get Europa League, if that makes sense, because we can't afford to lose too many games, because the table's so tight. After like 2 losses in a row, you drop down 3 places, because that's how tight the table is at the moment.
Yeah. Would you be happy with 3 wins and 2 defeats?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think you can complain too much about that 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And would you be surprised if you beat Arsenal and United and lost to Newcastle?
Yeah, I mean Newcastle. I don't know whether Steve Bruce will still be in the job once we
I
play
don't think
against
he will
Newcastle.
be.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just
I
saw
do not think he will be.
Lampard got sacked today,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think we will beat Arsenal or United, to be honest. But yeah, we have to be beating Newcastle. We have to.
Yeah. So from that one, yeah, I think you'll get at least 3 wins from that. But yeah, it could easily be 5 draws out of 5. You never know with the Premier League.
Yeah.
So let's get into that's their season so far and what to expect the next of few fixtures. So let's get into Southampton and Arsenal on Tuesday. Played a different squad for us. They played basically the same lineup they're going to play this time around, apart from maybe 2, 3 players, the likes of Alex McCarthy will be back. So from that game, usually people, as you've said, people usually get tired, and if the other team rests players, but it usually doesn't work like that. I've seen a team literally change 11 players, and then the next game with the team that played everyone, and they still lose 5-0.
Mm.
So it doesn't really work like that. Like if you've rested and we've not rested, you're obviously going to beat us. No. But Southampton against Arsenal, what would be your starting lineup this time round?
So I'd go with Alex McCarthy in goal. He started
Yeah.
all but one game this season in the Premier League. Seems to be a
Believe me,
long
I
ball.
know. I know all about that. I had him as my fantasy Premier League
Yeah.
goalkeeper, and when he got the illness, I was like, "Oh no!" Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been
Yes.
very good
He
defensively. Yeah.
has. Yeah. So McCarthy in goal. Left back has to be Jake Vokins. He played against Shrewsbury, but we literally have no other options at left back because our depth is awful at the moment, and we haven't. I thought we'd sign the left back for
Yeah.
depth in January, but we haven't. So
Yeah.
it'll be Jake Vokins at left back. Centre back it'll be same Jan Bednarek and Jack Stevens.
Yeah.
Right back it'll be Jan Valery because Walker Peters is injured.
Yeah.
So I mean the DMs will be Ward Prowse and Diallo.
Mhm.
I don't think Romeu is back yet. So yeah, Diallo will start. I think Diallo was good against you actually on Saturday. So
Mhm.
he'll definitely start. And then on the wings, I think it'll be Walcott and Stuart Armstrong again. Redmond's actually back, but he definitely won't start straight away, I don't think. And then up front, it's got to be Danny Ings and Che Adams again. Hopefully they're fit to go again. So that'll be my starting 11.
How important is Oriol Romeo in your team? Do you fans really like him?
Yeah, he's been brilliant so far this season, but it's a bit of a difficult one when he comes back from injury because Ibrahima Diallo, our new signing, has been exceptional. He's been one of our best players on the pitch every single time he stepped out on the
Mhm.
field. So it's really difficult. But Romeu, I think they'll alternate depending on the game because they're quite different players. Romeu is quite a hard hitting, defensive midfielder who sort of like a no nonsense
Yeah.
sitting midfielder, while Diallo offers something else. He offers more energy in the midfield, and he's a bit more like N'Golo Kante, who likes to, drive the ball forward a little bit and then pick the right pass, and he's quite aggressive. But yeah, I think it will depend on the game. But for this game tomorrow, it'll definitely be Diallo because Romeu isn't back, I don't think.
But if he is, you put him straight back in.
It's a difficult one. I, I think so. I think Ralph will play Romeu instead of Diallo, but it's a difficult one. Diallo is only 21, so obviously he's for the future. He
Mm,
doesn't need to be playing every game at the moment.
yeah.
So I think so, yeah.
I'll tell you why, as I told you in the beginning, why it doesn't matter whether you have left backs or right backs. I remember back in 2015, you guys did not have any right back. I think Klein, if he was still a
Hmm.
Southampton player, he was not there, and he didn't have a left back. And you guys put a guy called Coco Martin at right back. I think for his first game or something. I've never seen him
Yeah,
since.
yeah.
Keep in mind, and he did score against us. So whether Valerie plays or Vokins plays, I wouldn't be surprised if someone hits a thunderbolt and scores against us. So that's how it usually works out. It doesn't really matter who you play at right back or left back, because the last time back in 2015 when you beat us 4-0, he scored one of your knee right backs. So yeah, that's how it usually works out. And what's a prediction for this game?
Honestly, I'm not too optimistic for this game. I was more confident about the FA Cup because, we're going to be tired on Tuesday, I think. Or more tired than your team, and also we've got so many injuries at the moment. I think it's going to be a 2-0 Arsenal win, unfortunately.
Well, without you guys scoring, I don't think so. Because the other day, where did you find Arsenal's weakness the other day? Where did you spot any Arsenal weakness the other day?
I thought Cedric was awful, to be honest. I thought Cedric was really bad. His crossing, I mean, obviously we've seen it firsthand for years now, and his crossings just woeful. I think it always has been, and it showed again. So he overhit so many passes, and then the foul throw, and it's just,
was it because he was playing on the left side?
Maybe slightly. Obviously, didn't he moved to right back though in the second half?
True,
I think
true.
So, he was obviously a weakness, but I presume he won't start now because obviously Tierney's back. So I don't think he'll start.
So in those 8 meetings against Southampton at the Centenary Stadium, we've won twice. They've won 3 times, including some time when Charlie Austin scored in the last minute and ended our 22 unbeaten run. You've won 3, drawn 3, and you've scored 13 goals, and we've scored only 10. So let's hope we can match that and make it 13-13, but I don't think so. I still think you're going to score in this game. So thank you again for coming on.
Oh, no problem. No worries. Anytime.
Make sure you subscribe to Everything Arsenal and to the Saints View, and you can check out their content over on their channel. I'll leave the tag in the description. And shout out to Josh for coming in. I really hope we win this time round. I mean, I didn't enjoy that FA Cup. I really love that competition. So I don't think we can really revenge, because I don't think there's any redemption for losing the FA Cup game for me, because you have to wait a full year to get back into that competition. But as of now, let's hope we win. This time, my prediction, I'm going to go for a high-scoring game. I think Southampton will get 2. I think we'll get 3, just like the way they beat us 3-2 back in 2018. So thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.